No, just.
Mahalo, Benny. Thanks for having me. Yeah, my name is Kaniela Ing. I'm running for State House and out in Kihei. But I'm originally from Makawao. I went here to Kalama and a lot of memories. I was in Mr. Camarillo's class right here, each building. And we used to jam in this quad all the time. It looks a lot smaller now than I remember. A short background about myself. I was born and raised in Makawao, a modest family. And around my 12th birthday, my father passed away. And I went from being a straight A student to getting D's and barely scraping by. And it was my family, a lot of love in my family from my mom and from my church, but also from my teachers. There's a few exceptional teachers here in Kalama that really got me back on my feet. One was Miss Hiraguchi in 7th grade. She would keep me, I don't know if she's here, I don't know if she still teaches here, but Hiraguchi. Yeah, well, she was amazing. So after school, she would keep me after class and tutor me. She knew I understood the material, but just for the extra attention, just to keep me on track. And she would even drive me to football practice after. That was one. Another was Mr. Camarillo. We would spend so much time in his class just learning, and it was a good way to, it was a great way to learn music because we just jamming. It wasn't the kind of structured, piano lessons, nothing like that. So it gave us the urge to want to learn, to want to get better, to want to be more creative, to want to innovate. And I was lucky enough to go to college with his two sons, and we would just jam all the time. But the problem is nowadays is education. When the budget gets cut on the state level, what happens is music programs are the first thing to go. Always. It's not important. Why do we need music? But now, at that point in my life, it was the only thing that was keeping me trapped. It was the only thing that was keeping me stable emotionally and going and motivated. I had a reason to come to school, a reason to love Kalama, a reason to get going. And that's why we can't undermine the music programs, and we definitely can't undermine the teachers. We need to get exceptional teachers like Mr. Camarillo, like Mr. Hiraguchi, and give them an incentive to achieve, an incentive to get better, treat them as professionals. And yeah, that's one of the big reasons why I decided to run. And yeah, so if you know anybody in Kihei, then let them know, because that's the only place that can vote for me. I moved back out to Kihei after being a neighborhood board member and getting my master's out in Oahu. They're trying to push me in, trying to run for this open seat in Oahu, and I said, nah, that's not my home. So I came back and I seen what's happening out in Kihei, and a lot of the local families there, they're not represented, I think, as they should be. So, I've been knocking on a lot of doors, fundraising, grassroots style, and just getting to meet people and actually listening to their concerns. So if you know anybody out there, feel free to tell them, hey, vote Kaniela, or visit the website too. There's many ways to help. You can contribute monetarily, you can volunteer your time, whatever, but any of it is appreciated, and mahalo. Thanks for the time, Benny.
Okay, Kaniela, thank you. This is awesome. Thank you. Okay, everybody.